Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Final Fantasy XIV Online Stormblood. Let's go. Cool. Man. I was did like the way the Dragoons looked. It'll be a while before I reach that thing. Like a small amount of places, honestly. As big as the game is, words. If you have any significant savings, you really have to consider owning your own estate. It is not a pressure that has an investment for the future. See what the president of the party is. Is it any residential ward? Visit it. At least I'm not saying how you do it. Y button to enter. It's just intro. Oh god. Sometimes Japanese have just such a weird way of thinking about things. But don't say playing the Japanese just for this, because Ultima was like the ultimate obtrusive way to do everything game. Adventure, welcome to the Goblet. Beg your pardon, an Alden woman asked you to learn more about the auctions. Dear, as you may have heard, these plots are reserved exclusively for adventurers. Since your friend is an Alden citizen, she is ineligible to participate. Should you yourself have a mind to purchase a plot, pray speak with the residential caretaker. He can guide you through the process. You know, even though it's a single-player game, I really like this. I'm actually kind of surprised. Because after playing Final Fantasy XIV, you know, way back in the day, you know, that was a game that you could never even think about playing. Unless you want to trick yourself to Red Mage. You've returned. Tell me, what have you learned of the options? Eh? What do you mean reserved exclusively for adventurers? I mean, sure, times are tough, and every nation is scrambling to attract formidable fighters. What about my needs? What about my 40 acres and a chocobo? Bah, it's just not fair. Can I teleport there? The residential district Ethernet for the goblet can be accessed through the audap Aetherite. People got some weird mounts. Well, bless you, my friend. You risked your life to save ours. Betrayed by my own guards. Gods, I was a fool to trust those men. Well, Lorito owns the goddamn brass blades. I should have questioned their motives from the start. Even so, I could hardly have predicted that the wealthiest man in Ulda would want me dead for the heinous crime of seeking to change the law. I'm just a merchant, for God's sake. That ruthless bastard. And what of that monstrosity? Those were his own men. It beggars belief. Well, that's it. I'm finished. If I stay in Ulda any longer, I'm as good as dead. My associates, my friends, gods, even the children may not be safe if I don't disappear. And you, gods damn it, if Lorito learns of your involvement, you'll be next. I'll speak with the others and make sure your part in this stays secret. Beyond that, I don't know what to suggest. Maybe you should seek the counsel of the Mistress Momori. She helped countless adventurers in her time. Perhaps she'll know what to do. Go quickly now, my friend. Lorito spies may be watching. Run these. You're no fun. since being entry into pugilist, gladiators, lancers, marauders, but since the young has taken to challenging everyone to duels, local to their detractors wrong, actually sends them messages. I guess that's cool if they provide all sorts of challenges for all sorts of people, different levels. I mean, it's smart content. You know, people want to start over, start new characters, and something to do and something different. Oh. But that's not me. Settle down, Yamurai. You've got nothing to worry about. No one seems to know you were at the ruins. Weiston, on the other hand, is now a pariah. About as welcome around here as a rabid wolf. Poor bugger. Suffice to say, that boy risked the wrath of the wrong man. Lord Lolorito, chairman of the East Alternate Trading Company, generous contributor to the Order of Nalthal, and member of the Syndicate. Didn't get to where he was by leaving loose ends, that one. Which is why he ain't above killing his own men. Hells, even if the Blaze knew what was coming, it's not like they could refuse to do their benefactor's bidding. Don't let this color your view of Alda, Yamurai. It's true that there are some here who ain't afraid to crack a few skulls if it gets them what they want, but most of us here are decent folk just trying to make ends meet. You know, a lot of people would call you a damn fool for risking your life to save a marked man. But I believe you did a good thing, Yamurai, and for that, you have my respect. Listen, you've been through a lot lately. Why don't you rest a spell? I'll have the boys at the Hourglass set you up with a room. My treat. Just have a word with the... Potopa? Wow, okay. Whenever you feel like staying. In rooms now available. Yay. And when you've got your appetite for return back, consider taking on a guild leave or two. We have a lot of requests from locals looking for higher adventures for various jobs. It'd be a good way for you to earn yourself some extra gil. Eustace can tell you more about how the system works, so go and speak with him if you're interested. Let's see. I remember if I do this now. Magic defense. Defense plus 6, magic defense. Defense plus. Magic defense is way up. Recommendations list is now available. You now have access to recommendations. This feature displays a list of quests or duties currently available in your area. The recommendations list can be opened from under the duty in the main menu, and will also be displayed automatically when you log in. If you find yourself unsure of what to do next, this tool makes it simple to locate activities suitable for your present class and level. What of the Quicksand has word of work for a willing adventurer. Look what the Curl dragged in. Good to see you, Yamurai. I'd ask what brings you, but I reckon we both know the answer to that already. Well, have I let you down before? Wait, don't answer that. So happens I know a fellow by the name of Dadanen who needs a hand. He's a merchant by trade, selling precious stones to those in Alda with the means to buy them. He's asked that I send anyone looking for work his way. You can find him over in Horizon if you fancy. That's in Western Thanalan, mind you. Just cross the bridge north of Scorpion Crossing, and the road will take you there. Knowing the circles he deals in, might be he'll have some talk of the royal family that'll interest you as well. Why not make use of the Chocobo portal for your journey to Horizon, if you've skill for it, that is. You'll find the Chocobo stables just across the way from my quicksand. finely begun, he'll set you straight. Well, off you go then. I haven't got all day to be holding your bloody hand. For assigning guild dues at the quicksand is offering to give you an introduction to the world of level quests. Yeah, right. Modi said you'd come. I come. I take it you wish to undertake one of the many guild leaves available here at the Adventurers Guild. Guild leaves are the means by which we document requests for assistance from the citizenry prior to assigning them to adventurers who possess the necessary skills. From battlecraft leaves that require the extermination of monsters to tradecraft leaves that ask for the creation of goods, and tasks we term level quests, are many and varied in their nature. Should your interest be piqued, I suggest you make your way to Horizon and speak with the Tonawa. He'll be happy to set your feet on the path to completing your first level quest. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a chocobo porter? Not enough gil to pay that bloody aetherite teleportation fee? Or perhaps you simply want to ride in peace, not having to worry about fumbling through your maps or dodging bloodthirsty beasts. Then a chocobo porter is exactly what you need. Our birds will carry you quickly and safely to one of many convenient destinations for merely a small handful of coin. I only ask that you observe two simple rules. Firstly, should you dismount while en route, you will not be allowed to remount. The chocobo will continue on to its destination, leaving you to fend for yourself. Secondly, though each stop is a full list of accessible destinations, we will only authorize travel to those which you have visited at least once before. This is to ensure that, on the off chance that one of our birds becomes disoriented and loses its way, you will be able to guide him back on course. Rest assured, however, this has never happened once in our many years of service. Our birds are trained to travel to specific courses and never deviate from them. They have also been bred for speed and will avoid outside threats to the best of their ability. In fact, we are so certain of their capacity to deliver you unharmed to your final destination that, should you be attacked while riding a chocobo porter, we will refund your rental fee in full. Allow me to show you your bird. Right this way, Lord. Chocobo rentals. Upon reaching level 10, you will be allowed to rent chocobos from stables across the Ozria. Chocobos can be used for speedy transport to areas which are not readily accessible via aetherite. While riding, you will have complete control over the chocobo until you either dismount or enter deep water, or are attacked, or the rental period expires. Greetings, my interest in chocobo. Mine are guaranteed the fastest in the realm, or your money back. 80 gil for 2 minutes. Let's see. Known for their near endless stamina, breathtaking speed, and remarkably mild dispositions, chocobos are used throughout the realm for safe and efficient transportation. These stables house hundreds of specially bred and trained birds, which we lend out to adventurers, for a nominal fee, of course. When renting my chocobos, I ask that you follow 3 simple rules. 1. Do not dismount until you have arrived at your final destination. To prevent theft, my birds are trained to return to these stables the moment you have climbed down from the saddle. 2. Always keep track of how much time remains on your rental contract. Again, to prevent theft, my birds have trained to refuse further commands and to return to stables once the agreed time is up. And 3. Do make your best effort to keep the chocobo out of harm's way. Ravenous beasts will attack the bird if you enter their territory. If he sustains grievous injury, the poor lad will very likely buck you and do his best to escape. That's all. What say you? Yeah, sure. I'll do it. 5 gil, I can afford that. While mounted, the chocobo icon will appear in your status effects bar. You can end your ride at any time by selecting dismount from the pet hotbar. Beware, however, that once you have dismounted, the chocobo or falcon will continue to its destination, leaving you behind. Of course, it's kind of fun just to travel someplace by foot. Encounter monsters, and levels, and maybe possibly run into other quests, but yeah, you know. trying to experience everything. Everybody wants to see the back of a chicken's ass. Yammer, I presume. Hey, Momodi said to expect you, and so I have. Welcome to Horizon. Ours is a trading settlement that sees goods in from the port of Vesper Bay to the west, and trade we do. Nary a day goes by that Horizon isn't bustling with some manner of merchants and officials. They keep us running about busy, they do. Enough so that I wish I had chocobo legs in place of my own. And that's why I've asked Momodi to send me any souls looking for work. 12 know there's plenty of it to be done around here. Speak to me again when you're ready to make yourself of some use. Fine day to you, adventurer. My name is Tonowa, and I'm in charge of assigning local level quests here at Horizon. You are come at the behest of Eustace, are you? Excellent. Allow me to set you on your first task. It shall be a simple one, mind you, before I can permit you to undertake official duties. It is essential that you prove yourself of sound body and mind. Take a moment to review the task outlined in the Guild Lead. Do you believe it to be within your capability? Accepting guild leaves. Speaking with a local distributor of guild leaves known as Lev Metz will bring you a list of available level quests. Highlight a quest to display its objectives and select accept. Add your quest to your journal. Leave allowances are required to accept level quests. You will be granted 3 leave allowances every 12 hours, first time, up to a maximum of 100. You may accept as many as 16 leave quests at once. Crave. It is well documented the fact that Peace prefer Lalafin meat to that of the other 4 races. Various opinions on the reasons behind this have long been debated, with the most widely accepted being that the squat, rotund build of the Lalafell makes them easier to swallow whole. Seeing that the majority of all the population is made up of Lalafells, this makes the hills of Thanalan the perfect feeding ground for the giant scalekin, and this is why the brass blades are consistently are consistently seeking volunteers to travel to the hills and slay the creatures before they find their next meal. Marvelous. Word of warning. When near death, the peaceful are wont to flee their kin. Slay the beast quickly, lest you become a meal for its mates. Open your journal under duty in the main menu and begin to select your level quest by pressing initiate button. When a soft-skinned piece feels overmatched, it will flee the battle. If it reaches a certain distance, then another soft-skinned piece will appear. The level quest objective can be more easily achieved by slaying the fleeing creature before it is joined by more of its kind. To initiate a level quest, first open up your journal via the duty section of the main menu. Next, select the level quest to bring up a detailed description of its objectives and its rewards. Select the map button to show the approximate location of the level quest objectives. Though you can initiate the level quest at any time while in the corresponding area, it is recommended that you wait until you are close to the objective before doing so. This will increase your chances of becoming eligible for completion bonuses. Once you have arrived, open the journal, select the level quest, and press the initiate button to begin your duty. The recommendations list displays quests or duties currently available in your area. Highlight an item in the list to display further information regarding duties such as location. Recommendations are helpful for providing quick skill and experience, or simply confirming if there are any quests or hunting log targets in the area you might have missed. Feral packs of diseased dogs roam the desert, attacking. This is not telling me where to go. What the hell? Requires your aid in apprehending the thief. More dire happenings are afoot. A most grave and treacherous trespass. Some unprincipled knave has been flinching supplies from the storeroom. In order to apprehend this morally challenged rapscallion, I have procured 4 iron-legged blood traps. To be completely honest, however, I'm not entirely certain how these things work. Would you be so kind as to set them for me? Once you are done, please report to my fellow brass blade, Chechen. He'll want to know that these traps are being put to proper use. Hero has a powerful proposition. Greetings, adventurer. If you have a moment to spare, I have a proposition that guarantees profit and legitimacy both. Tell me, do you know what a pest is? It's the scale skin that looks like a snake, except it gets around on 4 legs. Creatures on want to petrify their prey with the dreadful gaze before moving in for the kill. I want to get my hands on their eyes. Eyes of the serpent, they're called, and I need someone who knows how to handle deadly wildlife to do the procuring for me. If you can slay some of the beasts and bring me 4 of their eyes, I'll see to it go ordered. sense. They're way harder to figure out. Set those traps up for the Fufulupa, have you? Excellent. Perhaps now we'll see who... Those balls on a knapsack. Are those my-like traps in front of the gate? A trader's chocobo could step right into that and lose a foot. I bet it's armed those things before someone important is horrifically injured. Yes, I know you're just following orders. It's Fufulupa, you see. It certainly means well, but disaster follows the man like a behemoth chasing a butterfly. Four eyes as a serpent I want. Slay as many pieces as it takes to cure them. The eyes! My thanks, adventurer. What do you mean, What do you mean? What do I mean to do with these things, you ask? Well, I sell them, of course. They may not look like much at first, but if you dip them in an alchemical concoction, they transform into beautiful red gemstones. And these gemstones happen to fetch handsome price in Gridania. Keys aren't found in the Black Shroud, you see. As a merchant, it's my job to know such things. What are they? It's just to complete it. What the hell is it? Really, it's not too fucking helpful. You know, an exact task would be good for me. Because I may forget this stuff. Outside. This is choose initiate, but there is no initiate. See them. Oh, somebody else is chasing one. Oh, those stupid things would I have to kill. Show up with any frequency. Man, everything else spawns really fast. When you initiate a level quest, you will be given the opportunity to adjust the difficulty. The greater the difficulty setting, the higher the level target will be. Difficulty also affects completion rewards. Level quest difficulty can be lowered at any time during the course of the duty by selecting the quest name in the duty list and selecting difficulty. Please note that level quest difficulty cannot be raised once the duty has been initiated. Once you've named level quest, the location of your quest objectives will be displayed on the minimap. Level quest targets can also be identified by the distinguishing icon displayed above their names. During level quest, the duty list is replaced with information regarding the quest objectives, the difficulty, time remaining, and more. Rewards are only granted to those who complete all the objectives listed within the time allotted. When all leave quest objectives have been completed, you will be given the option to return immediately to the issuing leafmate and collect your reward. The rewards can be collected at any time from any leafmate in your city. Yeah, sure. He's just right there. Christ, that was way too confusing. What the hell? Why make it that hard to figure out? And of course you triumphed. Here's your well-earned reward. Let's see, bonuses of it. Reward based on difficulty. Bonuses, reward based on difficulty. Given your total performance has seen a reasonable value, our official leaves. An industrious individual like yourself could earn a great deal of coin here in Horizon. City-state levels unlocked. Random would like you to deliver a message to Copperville Mines. It so happens I have a situation that must be resolved post-haste, and it'll mean post-haste. I'm plumb out of premium product and my latest order has yet to arrive. If I keep customers waiting any longer, they could irrevocably damage my reputation. What's worse, I paid my main in advance for his services. Besides his assurances that it would be a simple affair, I've heard nothing since he departed for Copperville Mines days ago. Find Drunken Stag and give him this notice. I cannot afford any further delay. I believe you're ready to join a guild test. While I heartily encourage you to partake in all my guild leaves, should you seek a different sort of challenge, you might also consider joining a guild test. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Battle Warden Lost Rabbit. I will inform her of your success against these cases, so that there are no doubts as to your abilities. Needn't say a word, adventurer. I could hear Totonoa quite well from here. As this would be your first time joining us, allow me a moment to explain in detail just exactly what a guild test entails. More than a simple leave quest, but not quite realm-shaking as a grand company outing. Guild tests will test your ability to work together with a small party of battle companions to overcome not-so-small obstacles. The duty is taxing, but the coin is decent. You'll be helping maintain the safety of Yorza and the well-being of your citizens. If what I describe appeals to you, pray speak to me again to join the guild test. me the duty finder, you can now undertake multiplayer duties without having to form a party of your own. Set duty finder. Okay, thanks. Sorry, my text. Select duty finder under the duty form under duty from the main menu to bring up the finder interface. Guild heads are special operations organized by adventurers guilds and overseen by NPCs known as battle wardens. Speaking with a battle warden displays a list of all guild heads currently available. Please note, however, that each operation conditions, such as level or class, that must be met by all party members before the duty can be commenced. At first, you may find that only a limited number of guild heads are accessible, but do not worry. As you progress in level, the number will grow. Guild heads can also be accessed via the duty finder, removing the hassle of having to try and gather a party. Definitely not interested in doing any of that shit. Forming a party? Bah, that's not why I bought this game. Complete opposite of why everybody else buys these games. I want to play with other people. I absolutely do not want to play with other people. Heaven forbid. I don't even talk to them in real life. I don't know if I want to play with them. What do you want? Dan Dun's product? He can send all the notices he likes, but it won't change a thing. The concern has closed the mines due to some incident in the depths. It's a goddamn shame, too. Lost a decent haul just over yonder during all the chaos. Truck sending someone to retrieve the raw nashite he dropped outside the mines. The product you heard Dannon going on about is a valuable gemstone known as nashite. I managed to dig up a goodly amount just before the mines were closed off, actually. Packed it up and hauled it out even, but then the 12 damned goblins came along. Not like any goblins I'd seen before, and hungering only for the good rocks. They had eyes for my gemstones, so I had no choice but to oblige. The stone torturers had their hands full evacuating the mines, so they ignored the beasts. Even now, they're only concerned with keeping people out. Please, friend, if you're willing to face the goblins, would you bring me my nashite? Toward Whisper at Copper Mines has lost its mining tools. Adventurer, please, a moment if you would. You mean to go into the mines? I fled for my life when the goblins came, and only now realized I left my tools behind. Please, you must retrieve them for me. My sharpened pickaxe, old hammer, and heavy sledgehammer. Without them, my life is as good as over. Just fight anyone in this one. There are some actions which can only be earned by completing specific class quests. For example, the ranged lancer weapon skill, Piercing Talon, is required by completing the Lancer's Quest guild available at level 15. Glad you told me that, I guess. How did you fare, friend? Did you find the raw neshite? Beautiful, isn't it? Rather than many stones, a more expensive. Rare than many stones and more expensive than most. They say the green is the same as the eyes of Nasha, who once ruled as the Sultana. They should save Dandan from his troubles, if there's enough left. There's far less here than what I found. I reckon those goblins made a meal of the stuff. Bloody waste. Stag wishes to pay your kindness with some useful information. I'd like a chance to make some money, right? And I know just how I can repay you for your kindness. Swarms of sun midgets have been harassing travelers along the road connecting Horizon to here. It's gotten so bad that the brass blades have started paying folks to keep the roads clear. If you find it hard to believe that swarms of tiny midgets could be so troublesome, you've never seen a chocobo driven into a frenzy by one. There've already been some terrible accidents. Do your part and slay a few swarms. After that, let Flugelblood know. He'll reward you for your trouble, and even offer you more work. Well, the mantle adventure does not drape so awkwardly from your shoulders as it once did. But while questing alone certainly brings its own rewards, you haven't truly adventured until you've delved into some darkened dungeons, stalwart comrades at your side. Ancient ruins, echoing caverns, and all manner of deadly places lie hidden across the realm, and these are best conquered in the company of trustworthy allies. And such advice holds true for many a formidable foe that would crush a solitary adventurer. How one fights in party, however, is often distractingly different from how one fights alone. Thus, we construct the Hall of the Novice, or we endeavor to prepare you for those differences. The hall can be found just north of Valaport in western Lascasia. Within its walls, we offer burgeoning heroes a bevy of training exercises. Step into the flames, my friend, and forge the skills you shall need for the morrow. You now have access to the Hall of Novice. Register for training exercises by speaking with one of the smiths, or select Hall of Novice located under duty in the main menu. DPS training exercise. Avoid area of attack effects. It's not been doing that for a while now. Kind of just like move out of the way, and that's how you do it. Is there any other trick besides that? So much. All this stuff. God bless you, you found them. Oh, my beauties. I thought I'd lost you forever. Mining's all I've ever done. It's all I know. With Copperbill, what it is now, it's time to move on elsewhere, but without my tools, I just couldn't. Can't thank you enough, friend. You've done more for me than you could ever know. Greetings and salutations, adventurer. What do I owe this? Wait, you've slain how many swarms of sun midges? You have my sincerest thanks. The brass blades have been struggling to keep them in check, so your assistance is greatly appreciated. Will you be staying in Horizon long? If so, there's much more you can do to help here. Alright, I think that's good enough for today. This is audap. You've been watching Final Fantasy XIV Online Stormblood. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.